What's up, vlog? Today I have a class I've been really wanting to try for a while, but it's all the way in the city, so I'm taking a trip out there again today. It's gonna be like the one that I've really been wanting to do is this like aerobic, what is it called? Like aerial yoga class, and the candlelit yin yasa or vinyasa class or whatever. However, the timings of them just didn't work out, so I'm actually going to be doing a handstand class. Really excited about, because you guys know how I've been trying to get down these handstands. Hopefully it helps and I can walk away with something helpful and useful. Improve the skill that I've been trying to hammer down for the longest. Yeah, hopefully I get something out of it, but I'm just excited to try something new. You know, maybe afterwards, depending on how I'm feeling, maybe explore some shops or something since I'm over there, but we'll see.
This right here is my swag. All the girls are on me. Damn, everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Pretty boy swag. Girls on my dick when I pretty boy swag. Girls on my name when I pretty boy swag. What's your
Alright, I managed to find some parking about 5 minutes walk away from the building. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this class is gonna be like. Like I was saying earlier, hopefully I take away some new like helpful tips. Help me with my handstands, because as you guys know, I have been struggling, but I've been working on it, and it's one of the two like major goals in terms of like fitness that I want to get down on handstands, and then to my muscle ups. So I've been really trying to like hone in on that. I'm not afraid to like fall or nothing. Now like I've had that confidence where it's like I know how to fall, but it's just a matter of like holding it. It's been a process. Just excited to see what it's like. I really wish that they had these like lessons and stuff closer to me, because they seem like they offer a bunch of classes that are really fun every other weekend or so, or like I'm doing now. If I have a free day in the weekend, I could stop by and I don't know, just have some fun with it. It's really what I'm about right now in terms of like fitness and stuff, is really just having fun, feeling strong and athletic, and getting new skills down. That's pretty much it. Hurry up and head in there so I can be a little bit early in case they have to give us like the newcomer rundown or whatever. I'm glad I'm going downhill, but on the way back I'm gonna have to go uphill, so that's gonna be fun.
If your shoulders are feeling twingy in this position, you could take the block further back towards your triceps for a little more support. Let me know if you're needing a little adjustment there. You might have to go to diagonal. There you go. Pull up through here. Yes. There you go. Yeah, that's hard. You're gonna plant your hands down, okay, shoulder width. And you wanna make sure you have nice active fingers, okay? That means kind of a gripping a big ball, yeah? Activate, this will support the wrist more. The wrist may feel agitation from all that weight. Okay, so don't push the wrist, give your wrist, a break. Start by first stacking shoulders on top of wrist, okay? Pushing so my biceps touch my ears or close, that's kind of engagement. And chest in, so I'm kind of rounding my back. External rotation in the shoulders. Then I'm gonna step one foot, then the other. From here, tuck through the hips, push, brace through the core, and just hold. If you wanna come closer, being further away just allows you not to have to worry about walking. So be conservative on your first one. Same thing, push tall. When you get closer, you can point to the toes, tuck through the hips, relax the neck, and push. When you need to come out, you'll have to take a couple steps out before putting your foot down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't stick your head out. Straighten the elbows.
You're in the silks, right?
Yes.
You're not in the stirrups necessarily, but you have the
Yeah. Just hold this. It's
at
fine.
the end of the time.
Good. Squeeze those elbows straight. Yes.
Hands down, that's so nice.
Good. That's fine. That's fine. Very nice. Squeeze those elbows straight.
And you can probably go a little wider on the next one.
Yeah.
Your shoulders
Try,
are a little wider than that.
Say you got a girl. How you want me? How you want me when you got a girl? Feeling is reckless of knowing it's selfish. Knowing I'm desperate, getting on it and left falling all over love. I do it till it's last. Hanging on the back, all of it you last. Like, is you coming home? Is you out with her? I don't care long as she's here by 10:30. No later than drop them drugs. Give me what I want. My man is your man. Her is her man too. My man is your man. Her, that's her man. Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I just keep him satisfied through the weekend. You like 9 to 5, I'm the weekend. Make him lose his mind every weekend. You take Wednesday, Thursday, and just send him my way. Think I got it.
You're pretty much at time with 1 minute to spare, so go ahead. We're not going to do our full core sequence, but let's do just 10 V-ups to close. Nice, yeah. Thank you.
All right, finished up with the class. It was very tiring. Like by the end of it, like my shoulders were just fatigued from just doing so many handstands. I would say it was very, very beginner because pretty much it was I like how the place is like small groups and it's very like one-on-one. The people were super cool. The instructors are super cool too. We have a couple of classes going on at once. On one side of the room they had the handstands, and then the other side of the room they had the skills, I guess, the ones where they're like using the little hanging apparatus. The term is blanking on me right now, but yeah, so I think the next class that I do, I want to like try those ones out. It was very like beginner level. I feel like I'm not saying I'm super advanced, but in terms of me wanting to further, I still did get like tips and tricks out of it, and some new drills. First half of the class was pretty much just stretching and getting, you know, your wrists and your arms and your shoulders all warmed up. There's a lot of good wrist like strengthening and mobility exercises and warm-ups that I'm definitely going to be using. Feel like my forearm and everything, like I'm definitely going to be trying to incorporate those when I do my handstand practice at the gym and stuff. Yeah, the first half of the class pretty much was just getting warmed up, which is really good to like make sure our mobility is good and like go in steps and not just like jump right into it cold. Thought that we were gonna be trying to not do it with the wall at the end. Like I didn't know at the end of the class that was it. I thought we were just getting warmed up with the wall, but because like the majority of us were like beginner level to the wall, while the other two people who had been coming to the class regularly and they're a little bit more advanced, they did work off the wall, but they still did a lot of wall work too. They like partnered up and did some like spotting of each other. So I think the more, if I were to come more times, then eventually I would be doing it off the wall. But I was really looking forward to like not being on the wall, because I feel like I've already like built that confidence of not having to use the wall, and I really wanted to like develop the skill of just being in the air. Probably every class is different, and she probably just kind of like fills out everybody's level, and then based off of that kind of does more or less or whatever. I thought it was going to be more of, I'm not going to say more of a challenge, because it definitely was challenging. Like my shoulders were so fatigued. Definitely a good workout for sure, but I was wanting to, maybe I could have voiced it more too, but I was just like going along with the flow of the class and seeing what was next. I wanted to do more just like off the wall. All in all, I really enjoyed the class, and will, like I said, take away some skills, some warm-ups, some tips, things to keep in mind, like when I was using the wall and she was telling me like how to push and where to distribute the weight so that it could balance more. Yeah, next time if I do come back, I will definitely be doing the like skills class or the yoga class that I still want to do, the candlelit yoga. I just wanted to experience it in person and see if there's anything I could take away from it. It's a nice little small studio. They have a bunch of like instructors and different types of classes, and yeah, it just is fun. It just seems fun. Like, not gonna lie, low-key, as we were like doing our handstand stuff, I kept looking over to the other people doing theirs, and I'm like, ooh, that looks so much fun. But next time. Decided to come to Chinatown to take some pictures with the film camera. I'm excited to see how it comes out, but right now we finna watch these people play music. Okay, saxophone. Actually ended up doing everything that I wanted to. So been passed through Chinatown, like, that sounded bad. Because I always pass through Chinatown, but I've never actually like stuck there and like walked around and explored the area. And I just wanted to like get some pictures on the film camera, so that's what I did. And yeah, with that being said, I am ready to go back home. All in all, I would say it was a successful day. Okay, I made it back to the East Bay, and I could already feel like I could exhale. Even though I did have a great time out there. But during the ride, I was just thinking about like past times that I've been in the city in like different areas, and like how I try to like on these vlogs show the realness. I don't try to like, I try not to like over romanticize the places that I go, to where like I want to still show like the reality of it. Like I don't want to just show you guys a fake commercial version of it, even though like there is so much beauty and all that to the Bay Area. Like at the same time, I don't want to sugarcoat it. So I was just thinking about that, and then my brain, like it just leads to, I'm always jumping from one thought to the next, and so that started a chain reaction of me thinking about the homeless people, and then I was comparing in my mind our homeless people to I don't know why I'm like thinking about this. I was comparing our homeless people to like other big city homeless people and like the encounters that I've had. One thing that's so like interesting to me is that I'm not really like fazed by, you know, that. Like I don't get scared by that type of stuff. Like obviously follow your gut, and like if you're in an environment that just feels like off and unsafe, then don't stay there. You know, like use your judgment. But I was just thinking about how like I could handle our like homeless people, and I hope this isn't like offensive, but when I go to other like cities, because I'm not familiar with how their homeless people act. This sounds so ridiculous, and I hope I'm not coming across like derogatory or nothing. Because I'm unfamiliar with how they operate, like I don't know what to expect. But because I'm familiar with the Bay Area like type of homeless people, and I don't know, there's just that sense of like you kind of already know what's up. I'm not really fazed by it. But then it got me thinking about like interactions that I've had. And I thought about this one time, and I was like, oh gosh, I gotta tell the vlog about this because it was so funny. But there was this one time when I think I vlogged that day too. I was in the I don't think I mentioned it in the vlog that day, but I was in the Tenderloin area. If you know anything about San Francisco and the Tenderloin, you know. But it's not the best area. There's a big like homeless population and stuff and all that. I was waiting for the girl that I was supposed to be shooting with, like waiting outside the building, and as I was waiting, this lady came up to me and she was like kind of talking to herself, so I wasn't really paying attention, and then she like started talking to me, and she said something, and I was like, huh? And then she like said it again. I didn't really know what she was saying. And then she said something like, oh, you waiting for them now, huh? And I was like, who? And she was like, basically, she thought that I was a prostitute. And she basically called me a prostitute. Without saying the word prostitute. She basically called me a prostitute. And you know what? I don't blame her, because I was just standing on the corner. So it wasn't like I was dressed like inappropriately or nothing. I literally was covering up my whole body. My whole body was covered. But I just thought, ain't that something? I'm getting called a prostitute by a homeless person while I'm waiting, trying to get into this building to do my shoot. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. But yeah, nothing happened. She just kind of kept walking on. She was definitely in her own zone. I left it at that. But yeah, just thought I would share that funny little tidbit experience that just popped into my mind, like thinking on my drive back. But yeah, so moral of the story, don't be waiting on the corner in the Tenderloin. I guess that's the moral of the story. Alright, we're finna go on a little walkie walk. It's a hot day and it is rest day, so I'm gonna just go walk it out. Very sore after yesterday's workout, so got the electrolytes in here. I took some magnesium last night. I think that helped a little bit. And we're just gonna go walk. It's actually not as hot as it was a little bit earlier. Like, there's a nice breeze. I'd rather work out outdoors than indoors, so I'm always looking for an excuse to do an outdoor workout. I love hiking because it's free and it's outdoors and you can literally do it anywhere. But of course, still gotta have my lifting sessions. But yeah, this is something anybody could do, and it's a nice, like, low impact way to get some movement in. I do love that about the Bay Area and just where I live in general, is that there's so many places to hike and walk. Yeah, I feel lucky to live in an area where I have so many options.